Hey, this is another episode of Candace Michelle Views, where I give my opinion on what I am viewing on any mainstream media platform that you could think of. So just want to give my disclaimer. Today, this video is going to be about 6ix9ine. Obviously that tattoo is definitely fake in my opinion. And yeah, we're going to get into this character, I believe, and who the person that may be playing the same exact role, possibly if not the same people, could be twins related, and brother, sister, first cousins. You know how they could be directly descendants. I don't know, but that's something that they may have to explain to us on how this works, on why they look and have so much in common with certain groups and certain people in the industry. So anyway, let's because it's not really that common in the real world, so I don't know what's going on in the industry where this stuff is just so tight, close knit, and it's like you guys look alike but you're not nowhere near related. You all have these certain stories that don't collab together, but if you really put it together, it seems like it does go together in a way, which is what I say that they in sync with their story lives. So we're going to get into 6ix9ine. Somebody did help me with this video. Well, not help me, but, they did suggest it and was saying certain stuff. And I was just like, yeah, I get what you're saying. And I was trying to avoid doing this video because I felt like, I kind of know some of the people that kind of was involved with the little scandal of this character. So I was like, I don't know really how to explain it, but I'm going to try to explain it my best on what little... not saying what I know, but what little I'm gonna explain and then go forward and try my best to explain what I know. As far as the young Ma, as you can see, definitely I believe is playing the role of 6ix9ine. And the person that pointed this out, I believe it was a lot of people that suggested it, but certain people was pointing this out and saying certain points that they're both from New York, from the same neighborhood, Brooklyn, things like that. And obviously I'm from New York, Brooklyn, and things. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can do a video on this and let's see how it works. So yeah, young Ma has a name in the industry. Her hit was Ooh. And I believe, I'm not sure who came out first. We're gonna go into that. I already read into it, but I don't remember. So we're just gonna go through it together again. But they're definitely very similar careers, very similar background. Everything is matching. So yes, I believe that Young Ma is the bass player. She was born I believe, female, and she goes on and plays the role as a boy, because that's exactly what she felt like she was all her life, and goes on to 6ix9ine, where he crosses over, and we're going to get into all of that. Okay, so yeah, you already see the resemblance already in all the tattoos. They're known for having a whole lot of tattoos, both of them. And I believe both of the tattoos on some of them, as you can see with 6ix9ine, is darker. I already showed you guys how the fake tattoos, where you just paste it on real quick with a little bit of water and you're good to go, and it does not come off easily. I am attested to how hard it is to take it off unless you get some certain solution, and then it wipes right off. So I was in a pool, I was doing all this stuff, threw on that, changed my whole outfit. And I did that like last year, just to show you guys how it's easy to just go from this to like mad stuff on your face and things like that. I already, and like make like a costume change. Okay, like anyway, so of course his name is Daniel. I already told you about that name. Daniel Hernandez. Very telling on what's going on here. Okay, we're gonna get started. So yeah, I believe Daniel Hernandez, born May 8th in 1996. That's already a hint that this is a made-up character. 1996, just so happened that his name is 6ix9ine, and he's born in 96. So 6ix9ine, born in 96. May 8th is already telling. 5/8 is I don't know. It's like, anyway, so it's still very telling. Let's see her details. They're very identical. Both same height, both from Brooklyn. Okay, and you see like they're easily changing these lace fronts. I'm gonna like show you guys, like a lot of people are wearing lace fronts and acting like it's their hair. they're showing you things while they're trying to make it seem like it's questionable, but they're putting things out there already. Just like in scenario case with Ari, I believe recently she tried to do some video where she was doing her hair and trying to like I don't know if she was saying it was her hair, but she was insinuating it was like it was her hair. Then she went and did like a very close up around her head, and people were shouting out in the comments that, you know, you got a lace front on, like this, like, you understand. Once they saw towards the front, and I've been saying this, I think all of them are wearing some type of pieces on their head. You're not knowing how none of them look like. Technically, they're all doing some type of weird Play-Doh type stuff that you're not really going to detect easily. Just like how girls are dressing up now, you're not detecting 100%. Like, I mean, some, yes, but like if someone is doing a real good job and they have a professional, you're not really going to see to detect the lace front that well. It's not going to be so obvious and things like that. So anyway, so they're doing that. I'm telling you, they're putting lace fronts on. It's just not a coincidence that she changed her whole hairstyle over, you know, and it's like, they always have like a perfect ready to go hairstyle. Like all of a sudden she has like these perfect dreads when it went from her having regular hair. And he just constantly has such different weird hair. He's so much extension out with all these extensions. He could be having anything going on his head, even with the shaved sides. Because people showed you that they could do like short hairstyle, anything they want, like they're putting glue on people's scalps and putting pieces of cut hair on their scalps and making like baby. People I'm not sure if you're seeing this on videos, but they're like literally putting glue that's like not visible that well, and they're sticking hair pieces to it. So it's like you're not even going to see lace. It's like literally hair stuck to somebody's head and scalp. Okay, so yes, they're doing this, all right? And I'm doing this video. Yes, I do believe that this is most likely the same person. I believe this is the main base character. They're both coming out. They both was on hiatus. And I'm going to go through some videos showing how they were both on hiatus and both coming out with some new projects. Okay. So that's why I said, you know what, this is a good time to do the video, even though I was like avoiding. I'm like, 6ix9ine. But now that he's like up in the news, YouTube streets is going crazy over Hassan. I will be talking about, I'm going to have a celebrity rant live probably next week or whatever I can, hopefully soon, but if not next week. It's going to be a celebrity rant. I haven't had one in a while, and I just feel like they are just so desperate at this point, trying to pass the baton to Hassan, and we're going to get into that, why they're passing the baton to Hassan. And I can't believe he stole, not to be rude, but I don't watch Hassan. I don't follow him because I showed you a lot of things that I'm not interested in, and I don't have to be. But whoever is interested in that Bronx flow, I feel why you're probably watching him, but he is something else if you really look into him. But anyway, so I don't know exactly where I was going with Hassan, but I'll, like I said, in my celebrity rant, I'll figure all of that out because I already have something. Oh, yeah. I was watching his video recently because they were like, it's like a lot being said about Nipsey, a lot of things being said. So I said, let me just watch this recent. I think it was like 2 days ago. And he started it off, like it was like 10 minutes in. And he's like, oh, I have the Last Dragon glow, like I have that glow, and like he just stole my whole entire, I was like, it was such bad time because it was right after my live, and I'm like, everybody keeps stealing my main stuff. Like it's like it was kind of obvious that he was like, oh, I like that term and I'm just gonna snatch it. And it's like, cool. I don't own Last Dragon movie or the terms or anything like that. But it was like, I just feel like the timing is, people are snatchy. Swiper, Dora the Explorer, swipe. This is what I'm saying. And it was done on deliberately, and they have bigger platforms, and I just feel like it's annoying. But anyway, so besides that, I'm going to definitely get into that on the celebrity rant. But back to this. This is why I came into the 6ix9ine video, because 6ix9ine is involved in somehow the Hassan and all that rant in the YouTube street. So I was like, let me just, and then of course they're coming out of nowhere, out the cracks. They're coming out of the cracks and having out of a hiatus and having a new project. So this is a great time, obviously, to talk about them, because this is what the media does. They ramp them up in all kinds of negative light to have people pay attention. So yeah, anyway, let's get back to the I feel like, oof, I'm going to try to explain this in my opinion. So yeah, let's get started with the first, his appearance. So yeah, I believe he first came to the game, 6ix9ine. Let's see when he started. I believe when he became famous, they said, of course, he's famous through Instagram. They said he did an Instagram post that went viral. That's how they're really swinging these people that's nobody really, like, because you don't really see them in the streets. You don't really know them from their neighborhood like that. Can somebody explain to me what block did 6ix9ine live and was raised up on, and what families exactly, like, who was his older, whatever. So I can kind of figure out, like, just the concept of where he was, like, in what area. So anyway, so I can be like, oh, well, I probably know his cousin or something. You gotta know somebody, when you're raised in a certain little area, it's not that big. And they just come out of nowhere, goes viral, 2017. And then obviously he does this, like, hit song, I believe, named Gambo. Okay, Gumo. I don't know, whatever. So yeah, I really didn't know that song, but I know he came out and he was a big name and a lot of people was liking him. And then I started to really, like, listen to him when he kind of linked up with certain people. So that's from, like, the hood, from Brooklyn, that I could say, okay, we know them, but we don't know him. I don't even know who he's related to, or where this is. So I'm going to try to explain. I don't know how accurate these things are with these people. I feel like everything is scripted and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, my spiel, how I do with these videos. So, definitely a part of it, right? He's definitely down, right? With whatever. He's born in 16. I believe this is a fake character. It's made up. Born female. Wanted to always be a boy. And now he's playing a role where he's very feminine, right? So he's from Bushwick, they're saying, right? Which I already told you, I'm technically from the whole goddamn Brooklyn area of Bushwick and East New York and Bed-Stuy, stuff like. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I don't know every single body, but I lived on Bushwick for a while. So, and I used to go to all the local spots of trying to find some, bud or whatever. You got to know people in the neighborhood to be able to smoke and do whatever you like to do and things like that. So it's like weird. And he's young. The age is saying he's 25 or 20. I don't know how old today would be, but I guess I'm assuming 25. I don't want to do the math, but he's born in 9/6, obviously. So yeah, Bushwick, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So he's playing a super villain. Well, whatever, they play the roles that they want these characters to be in. So and he does this rainbow look on his head, right? So I thought this was like a pun, like where, girls from Bushwick, 9 times out of 10, they're shopping from rainbows. Not to be funny, because I live in whatever, I still go right to Bushwick. It's right up the block. Not too far, bus away. So I still go to Bushwick and I still go to Rainbows over there. Like, yes, Rainbows is lit. I think that's like the best store really in Bushwick. And then it's like other probably little stores on the side if you want to go all the way down to Knickerbocker or something. But like, you really like the strip on Broadway. Rainbows, it's like 2 rainbows going down. So anyway, you see what I'm trying to say, right? With this character, right? So he's from Bushwick. He does the rainbow hair, like a female from Bushwick that shops in rainbows. Okay, following me? All right, and then the name, of course, Takashi. Definitely Asian, African, Asiatic, melanated Asian. He is Mexican-American. Mexican-American. I already told you what happened in Mexico, how many times they got ran down on and got changed over by different, them traveling back and forth and swinging their germs around. You see what I'm saying? So they changed over like 3 different kind of cultures in Mexico at some point. So you see where the name is deriving from, the Takashi. You see? So yeah, he's a part of it. He has those little pudgy noses. They come in all kinds of looks. This person will be the Native American. They'll be whatever you want them to be. They'll be the Asian. They'll be the, so you see what I'm trying to say about them, right? Always short and arms are short, probably like they're always like in the short side because this is going towards that area. But anyway, so we're gonna just go towards so yeah, this is 2017. He's in the game, right? So and then he's like 5'6". So let's go to Young Ma's little background. So she comes in the game in 2019. Let me see. So her name is Katora. So it's not too far from Takashi, right? And look how it's spelled. It's spelled very like Torah, like Jew, same nose, same, like I'm telling you, it's the same gypsy type. They're all related. So this is how you detecting them, right? So anyway, so Katora, same kind of melanated Asiatic kind of name, Muslim type, like so how they spelling it. So and then her name Casanova. I don't know if that's her real name. Casanova Mario, like a Mar. Okay, so we're not missing none of the names, all right? So all of it's there, all right? So let's see where we're gonna go with her. So she was also born in Brooklyn. I'm not sure exactly where, but I have a clip where she doesn't disclose where exactly she lives, but she says her brother be on Utica and Carroll, and you already know that's the same place I was video recording, very beginning of the spot, Utica and Carroll, Utica and Eastern Parkway. If you go up a block or two, Carroll, and Carroll is a Russian type based name. That's where you get like, because like I said, that actor Diane Carroll, she had to marry in Jewish / so anyway, we're going to continue on. So I felt like that was a cryptid thing she said in the video. So we're going to go into that video where she says her brother's stomping grounds is Utica and Carroll. But anyway, she doesn't really say where she's from. And I know she be hanging out in the hood. She be like in Brownsville, East New York. I know people know her, seen her. So this is why I know this most likely is the base character, right? 6ix9ine, a lot of people ain't going to be able to say that he was around 6ix9ine. They're not going to, this is the character that is being hidden. He's in like home protection, this and that. This fake character, okay? Probably, only certain people will be around that character. Only certain people will get a glimpse of him. They won't let you up on him like that, things like that. But this person, you probably get to be hanging out, probably hooked up, But this one, fake character, okay? So this is how it works. You may see 6ix9ine, but you're not going to be all hanging out like that with 6ix9ine. Like how you could do with the real character. Because things could fall off on them, or weird things could happen with the fake character where they have to stay like on the outskirts, not too close to you, enough to see that they're alive or they're around, but not like where you could grab their hair or something. Anyway, so young Ma is Jamaican. Her mother is from Jamaica, and she's half a Puerto Rican. They're Jamaican and Puerto Rican. It make a Caribbean. So let me stop. That's my like, I like to bother them a little bit, but so her mother's from Jamaica, Mother Latifa from Jamaica, and her father was incarcerated and from Puerto Rico, probably from, from the native, I don't know, or probably from the island of Puerto Rico, I don't know. So anyway, at the age of 7, her mother relocated to Virginia. A lot of people won't just relocate to Virginia. This is like a state where probably getting trained and this and that, because they said she comes back at 16, comes back to New York at 16 years old, and then next thing you know, she's like writing music, the money makers, they're all doing this stuff, like trust me, she was already being groomed, this and that. That's the way I look at it. Some people, they find their deals in incarcerations or all kinds of ways they get in, or they're already affiliated. So okay, so tragedy strikes, and I believe her brother passed, right? So there we go. I don't like to talk about the passing of these, if whatever. So then boom, here goes the hit that finally hits, which is Ooh, and that's in 2014. So mind you, like I said, this guy came out and his hit was like 2017. So you see that she probably wanted to be like, look, I want to make sure that or whatever the deal is, where they become a way bigger star with their on character, their real on character that's going to make a big spectacle, make big headlines, make, A-list. These people are you're not going to be meeting this guy in person. Like, you're not going to be hanging out in his house. You're not. Show me a picture. Not no fake people that's made up with them or a part of it. Okay? You're not going to hang out with them. Probably can hang out with her. Not going to hang out with him. So anyway, like I said, we're going to show you the little scam parts. We're going to get into the videos, and then I'm going to get into his scandal of the arrest and the people that I feel like, why I'm saying it might be a fake. It could be fake, or it could be real. People could really be in arrest. I don't know. We're going to get into that too. We're going to say that to the end. So let's get into some more speculations of why I believe they're the same person, in my opinion. We're going to get into some videos of theirs. So you see how their careers went, right? Where she just came out with one song, then like 3 years later, boom, this big character comes out, right? And then they both take hiatuses, and now both characters is kind of out, but you're not going to see 6ix9ine. Okay, you're not going to run into 6ix9ine. All right, so let's go.
Charlemagne the God, we are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
He's back.
So far for Breakfast
Club. Listen to me. When I was here, I said I was going to be the most watched interview that you guys ever had. And did I lie or not? Was Birdman an interview? Or was it a 2 minute?
Birdman was a moment. So
it was a moment.
Yeah, so you got that.
Know that.
But let's be for real. That's your most watched interview too.
I'm saying this, right? Not because I made it.
So you see why she did it, and you already hear the voice, but you see why Young Ma did it? Because this character is gonna supersede her character. Okay, she's on that A-list, made up fairy tale character, which does very well. That does very well in this industry. Okay, you have to get into this big made up character for you to really do well.
Yeah.
He has a suit on. He has like prosthetic and lace front. This is a fake hairstyle. Like, you really think his hair looks like this in real life? So anyway, let's go.
Yesterday,
the snow. Said you got pulled over.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hip hop cops was harassing you. I'm sure that's happening a lot more lately, huh?
Yeah, you know.
You don't think you're bringing that on yourself though?
Nah, I don't. Shout out hip hop police, man. You know what I'm saying?
Let's start from the beginning. I want to start from the beginning if you don't have a problem.
What's the beginning?
Wait, can we,
how do we get the name Takashi?
Okay, so we're gonna get into this part, right? Now let me show you a video of hers, and then we're gonna show you something.
Rap the whole song from top to bottom. Ooh, that record. And I was shocked. I haven't seen that since 50 Cent. Like, the kids rapping the whole record.
So mind you, this is 2016, and I think this was like in 2000 when he first came out. It was like 2017.
The snow.
Okay. And then this is when he was real hot, and like this is 3 years ago. That's like 2018. You see what I'm saying? 2018. Okay. So just follow the timelines. So she was hot in 2016, right?
The whole song from top to bottom.
This is gonna this money that money, in my opinion, could get her where she needs to go to put the right money, the right whatever, to become this character to make even more money. You gotta get to a certain place.
Song from top to bottom.
It's levels to it. It's levels. So here we go.
Song from top to bottom. Ooh, that record. And I was shocked. I haven't seen that since 50 Cent. Like, the kids rapping the whole record. That's strong.
Since 50 Cent?
Somebody play instrumental and they rap the whole record? Yes. When have you heard that since then?
What you mean? I'm sure.
Name
I'm sure.
Name one.
That they've rapped.
Well, we don't go to a lot of team parties.
No.
But first of all, you know, I gotta give you a present because I know you're a big Hennessy fan. So that's a nice special limited edition bottle.
You want to open it now? You want to crack it now? Or
it's a limited edition bottle.
I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna put this up in the crib.
Now you see how Young Ma could look skinny or fat or flabby a little bit, like a skinny fat, like just like Takashi. So I'm gonna show you the body shape and everything. We're gonna get to the boobs. We're gonna get to so watch this part. How she tells.
Too hard in the mic.
We're gonna get to the part now. We're gonna start comparing the videos, then the photos, and then we're gonna get into the storyline of 6ix9ine's scandal. So anyway, which is what keeps them on that A-list. They get to play the Shakespeare world stage. Okay, so that you got to get to that level to really do the world stage performances. So anyway, so Angela Lee is gonna tell Young Ma to take the gum out her mouth, right?
She's chewing that gum too hard in the mic.
Oh, this shit is fresh flavor.
With grills on.
Oh, man, I done had these, man.
Okay.
Too hard in the mic.
This wasn't doing it.
But can we,
how do we get the name
before
Takashi?
we start, can you spit that gum out for me, please?
Oh, she's the gum police.
It's going to sound bad on the mic.
So this is what they do. This is the kind of game they'll play with you. She'll do the same shit with 6ix9ine like she did with the very beginning of the show. It's done on purpose. It was done on purpose. I know y'all probably looking like, oh, people be having gum in their mouth. No, but it's the way how it was done. It's this is when he first kind of was coming out, and this is when she was coming back. You see what I'm saying? It's like
can you spit that
letting you know, like, this is the same person.
It's gonna sound
okay.
But can we
how do we get the name
before
Takashi?
we start, can you spit that gum out for me, please?
Oh, she's the gum police.
It's gonna sound bad on the mic.
She's the gum police.
Sorry.
Look, spits it out immediately, right?
How'd you get the name Takashi 6?
She's chewing that gum too hard in the mic. Okay.
Oh, this
chew
shit
gum
it's
with-
fresh
you can do that with
flavor.
your grills on with
Spits it
grills
out
on.
immediately.
Oh, man, I had these, man.
Now, you see that? Okay, that's the game
She's
they play.
chewing that gum too
right?
hard.
This wasn't doing.
So we're gonna get into now the video of them together. Let's see where that's at. Everything is a little unorganized. Sorry about that. As you can see, Young Ma is 5'5", so they're both the same height. The one thing is Young Ma is 30, and I believe Takashi is 5 or 4 years younger. But like I said, I believe none of them are telling their real age. I believe she is way older than what she's saying she is. Takashi is way older. I believe Young Pharaoh is way older. Even Golden Booby, Ashy Booby, she needs to start putting grease on it if she want to be showing it. The guys with the chest too need to start putting grease on it if you're going to be showing it. It's annoying because it's ashy. Chest and your boobies are ashy. So anyway, she even doesn't even call Young Pharaoh young. She'd be like, oh, Pharaoh, speaking with that lisp, saying Pharaoh. You see what I'm saying? Because they're not freaking the age that they're saying they are. And I got something I'm going to have a video for Young Pharaoh before he goes. I'm going to be surviving Young Pharaoh. Gonna do one, so if you want to be a part of it, inbox my Instagram. Definitely gonna be having one of those before he tries to skedaddle and become Cat Williams and do his skit for the summer. Like I told y'all, and we'll watch. I'm gonna say I told you so when it happens. I'm gonna do a little video live for him. But yeah, and these people are not at the age they're saying they are, okay? That's the point that I'm trying to make. These people's whole lives are a lie. Like, we don't even know how long they've been living. So look at this video with TMZ, right? Now we're gonna compare their voices and stuff, but look how Takashi is walking like a whole female like you can already see it. Look how he's walking just like Young Ma. Like I'm about to get on this plane. Like, I'm about to get on this plane like a nice little dyke. You know, like them dykes be, like, acting like they so tough, but then they be switching and doing this on the low here and there, like, by accident. And they gotta switch it up. But this is the moment right here. Sorry for going back and forth, but you see at the very beginning how Takashi is walking like that. Okay? Switching and, yeah, there's a whole switch going on. Okay? So let's get into the video comparing them.
We got the footage. These guys got out of the car.
50 was like one of the first. Yeah. He had like a crazy 50 back tattoo. Like that was like one of the first people I seen that was like stupid tattoo.
His face was broken. But why did those guys start shit? Why did they start?
And a lot of people try to act like they don't realize they're soldiers. They came on the scene. First one, it was like,
they know who you were.
They come from hurt.
I don't think so. I don't think they came from me. Okay. Nobody will come from me.
So the initial plan was a half sleeve, right? So that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, regular shit,
I do have to ask. This weekend, a few social media posts.
Yeah.
You might be aware of this.
See, I'm moving, calm and whatever. I was starting off with, so I think I did just the clouds and shit around it.
I gotta keep a smile on my face.
Try to make it look a little full.
Yeah, so we're gonna
after the
post
cloud,
on
I slowly
keep trolling. Hey, what's your message to those guys?
See how he's throwing up all those signs?
I'm not that out the phone. That's what I'm saying.
All right, man. Glad you're good, man. All right.
So now I'm trying to compare their little voices, right?
So it's like in the process, so it look a little weird, right?
Try to listen to their voices. Everything they're doing, the way how they're nonchalant, kind of like, of course they try to make one act a little different than the other one at all times. That's why they always stay in their characters. Like one be turned up, they always going to act turned up because they don't never want to act like the other character by accident. But anyway, you can still see in their swag and how they talk and everything, their voice sounding the same. You can see he's feminine and she's, so it's all there, okay? The character, everything is there.
Now, because I never got a chance to finish it,
I gotta keep a smile on my face.
Basically enhancing the birds.
Yeah, so are you gonna
be bigger? Because at first, you can't really tell, but it was like,
keep trolling. Hey, what's your message to those guys?
Little birds going up.
I mean, they still haven't found me. I'm not that out the phone. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Glad you're good, man. All right, bro. All right.
See, I'm moving, calm and whatever, you know what I'm saying? So cool, like, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta keep a smile on my face, you know what I'm saying?
I got this one next. My brother's keeper. So as you can see, honestly, it's like a whole...
All this shit is funny. Yeah, so are you gonna continue to post on social media? I'm gonna keep trolling these niggas, man. You're gonna keep trolling?
Tribute to my brother. This whole arm is dedicated to him.
Hey, what's your message to those
here
guys?
it says loyalty. And then at the top, I'm not that hard to find. This is like,
Now you see how all of them have the loyalty tattoo? Because it's the oath and the oath of silence and that loyalty over anything, over money, over anything. That oath of silence, that vow of silence is more. So that's how I know all this stuff is all scripted and they get paid. They're getting paid the big bucks for y'all thinking all this stuff is actually happening. Anyway, let's go.
They're
never gonna tell you they're doing this. They're never gonna tell you. That's why I want to cancel these celebrities. But they're never gonna tell you that this is what they're doing for a living, and they're not even real nothing. They're just like family of like military and blah 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 blah. However, incarcerated connection, whatever. A lot of things, church, a lot of ways, adoption. Anyway.
Stupid, you know what I mean? But it was me at the time.
Tattoos.
And here it says loyalty. And then at the top, I got, this is like a half Jesus face and it's clouds.
Half a Jesus face. Jesus, that Mexican. And then mind you, 6ix9ine is Mexican and American. And she has, supposed to be from Brooklyn, wherever, but she's descended of. They don't say if her mother's from. I guess she was born here. My young Ma, whatever's going on with them. They be all fake lives anyway. So we don't know how true any of this stuff is, except that they're probably descendants of, like a Jamaican, put like she said. So anyway, the half Jesus, because like I say, he's like 3. If you see and I'm gonna explain that in history with the Frankenstein, the gold, and the whatever. He's mixed with like 3, and we'll get into that. But anyway,
like he's looking over the
6ix9ine,
clouds. I was young, man.
American.
I was just like going at it. Like it was just like, hey, you got that? Throw that on here.
Son, young mom might be pushing like 40 if you ask me, but no, this is so strategic and it's fake tattoo.
This one, the worst, yo. Everybody thinks the neck hurt. The neck doesn't hurt at all. I don't know why I can tolerate it, but my neck tats don't hurt at all. When I initially started it, we just outlined basically everything. Then we waited. I mean, I got through it, but it was the worst feeling in the world, bro. It was like pain on top of pain on top of pain. I just feel like this area overall is just painful. Then right here, this is actually a block in Brooklyn. It's on Utica and Carroll Street.
Jaha, Jerica. Isn't that where them Jews, them Jew kings, them kings of Brooklyn? Ain't that where our kings of Brooklyn is? Yes.
That's where my brother was.
Utica and Carroll Street.
I mean, I got through it, but it was the worst feeling in the world, bro. It was like pain on top of pain on top of pain. Okay. I just feel like this area overall is just painful. Then right here, this is actually a block in Brooklyn. It's on Utica and Carroll Street. That's where my brother grew up at, and it's basically like an angel right here and a tombstone as well. That's it.
Yeah, so just like with 6ix9ine, do anybody know exactly where Young Ma grew up at when she came back at like 16 and whatever? You know, and y'all could tell me, but it won't matter because, like I said, they always do that. It's like some pop up out of nowhere. I told you they don't stay from the whole entire time. Like, I'm telling y'all this. So anyway, where did she grow up? What block? Because I'm not sure exactly. I know she be around, but I saw she brought Ari to Brownsville. And Ari jumped out the car and ran back in, and she should have, because around that time at night, and she has anything nice on, it could get weird. And because I was outside during, not too long ago, I had to go somewhere around that same area, and I was having a hard time with a guy over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was he was wow. A lot of people be on drugs and stuff like that, and especially on that strip. But anyway, I don't care, but I wasn't dressed up looking like Ari, so you make sure like she did the right thing jumping in and out. But anyway, like I said, I know these people are part of the same circuit. I don't know exactly how Ari fits in. But anyway, let's continue on, right? So Young Ma, it seems like she has a less amount of followers than 6ix9ine, of course. But she has more realistic posts. It looked like she has more real life posts. 6ix9ine, only thing you're going to see is a lot of production going on in his posts, like very fake factory person, you know. So yeah, nothing real going on. All these people want to know who he is and a part of what it is. They get paid to be around. They probably don't pay attention to nothing of what he really, you know. Even if they're right with him, they're not gonna know none of his real business or how he get that outfit on, how he get that hair on his head. They're not there during that process. Okay. So this is the main character. This is the made up character. Okay. My pictures is popping up out of nowhere. Okay. So this is where we get to the 6ix9ine arrest story, right? So only why I feel like this story is a little bit fabricated, because I do know some of the people that was arrested in this situation with 6ix9ine. So mind you, it's like, okay, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people know this situation where this, I would say S, for I didn't get any disclosure to use their names. So yeah, I would say S or H, which I know S through somebody. Leave them out because they are a business person, and I just leave their names out. And I knew H on my own from just the neighborhood I live in. And this is a good friend of mine's. So his Instagram kind of disappeared around like a year and a half. And I seen him. I was seeing him, and I'm, you know, people could see these people here, and they're not saying I seen them, but you know, like in the neighborhood. So I know they're still around. But I just feel like, and I don't know if they really got arrested or if they go back to a country or I don't know. But it just felt like it was weird that right before, like a year and a half, like, you know, you start to kind of like fade and don't like erase your Instagram and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, then the scandal happens, you know, and like they're really good friends. Like this is like me hanging out in their hood and, you know, stuff like, you know, in their hood and hanging out with them. They take the pictures and this is their dog or whatever. I don't know. So anyway, really good friends with them. So I just didn't know, like, but then, like I said, this person was like disappearing. Then a year before, this person was on Love and Hip Hop as her manager, Alexis, which Fetty Wap, if you see the connection to it all, Fetty Wap was doing music with 6ix9ine, Fetty Wap was doing but he mentioned Cardi B. 6ix9ine mentions Cardi B, but then was like, oh, he only does music with 6ix9ine. I don't know. Trust me, this is all the same circle. So it's like, how real was this situation? Because, you know, a year and a half, S goes on TV, and then like a year and a half, then a scandal happens of people going to jail for mad long. There was the talk of Brooklyn and stuff like that and things like that. So I don't know if they really did. That's crazy because that was a really good friend of mine, and that's crazy. But at the same time, I didn't notice like this, like, so it's like you take your own opinion on it. I just feel like people, this is, if anything, he's definitely a CIA agent, fake character. And these people had to know that at least. And I believe this person is playing the role of Young Ma, and all this is fake tattoos. So that's all I could really give about this, and where I came from with this conclusion. And thanks for whoever was pointing this out, because like I said, I understand exactly what they were talking about, because I know some people that like went down with it, and if they really did go down, that's messed up. But also they maybe like, because he came home like a year later. Look, he didn't even do no time in jail. So it's like, how? So he just gets right off. He's a CIA agent, so he takes real guys down. Is that what happened? Is real men in the neighbor and then you got to think there's a lot of people connected to it. So it just, yeah, that's all I really got on this. Like, share, and subscribe. Try to cancel these celebrities. These celebrities are different, you know. And it's like, y'all think, I don't like what they're doing right now. I've never liked what they were doing, and I'm glad people are really like pointing out what they're really doing in behind the scenes, and how scammy and schemish and fake and scripted and blah blah blah. Very TV for TV. I don't know how real any of this stuff is, especially when I saw my own eyes how they were like disappearing for way before it happened. Like it's like maybe they're training for the situations because they know this is going to be a big, so that's what my opinion is. Like, share, and subscribe. What you guys think? Let me get to the pictures before. I know I have pictures, and I don't know where the pictures are at. What do you think of it? Same person, twins. Here we go. Let's go to the pictures. You think same person, twins, related, same neighborhood. They never did a song together. They both coming out with music. Why don't they do a hit together? And the thing is, do you not see like all these shows, like the show that's on HBO? I don't like the show, but it was a cool show, Flight Attendant, where season 2, is like mad at them, or Westworld. We're gonna get into Westworld. Whoever pointed out Westworld, I'm gonna get into that. Thank you. I did check that out, and I'm going to be talking about that. Yeah, but it's like a lot. It could be a lot of them. It could be incubator baby twin situations, like where they just made a couple of these things. Protocol 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, and then there's regular people, street level people that gets paid and helps them perform and act like these are real people to get this whole
so far
Shakespeare world stage really, popping. Like the show was good, right? I think y'all guys really believe it, and y'all really go and think Will Smith is smacking, and this is like real. Yes, he probably smacked him fakely, and he probably did a wrestling move with the smack where it really didn't hurt him. But whatever, you guys, y'all think wrestling is real too, right? I think Bow Wow is about to be a wrestler. Okay, T.I. is about to be a comedian. They're switching over. The Game used to be on reality talk shows, love, and then became a rapper. Like, they could do whatever they want. This is their job. They're all in the entertainment circus gig. So I'm trying to explain to y'all who these people are too, and my history. And y'all don't even listen to that. So try to cancel as much as you guys can. Whatever you do, let it go. Start somewhere. And enjoy the rest of you guys' Sunday. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay? And I'll see you guys on my live whenever I can get out. Okay, bye.